Good afternoon. Today I am going to teach you about normal and cancer cell, benign and malignant growth, and in situ carcinoma. First of all, we will start with what is cell. Cell is a basic unit of all organism. They are specialized to perform specific function. They will do cell metabolism, synthesis of molecules, communication, reproduction, and inheritance. Now you can see the schematic diagram in which you can see a structure of a normal cell. There is a outermost layer which is a cell membrane which is made up of plasma cell and cell wall. Okay, so it is a barrier between the external environment and the inner cell. So what is the function of the cell membrane? It will maintains the shape and size of the cell, protects the internal contents, and maintains the homeostasis. Now the another one is the cytoplasm. This will contain all the organelles which is necessary for the synthesis. Amongst them the important ones are mitochondria, which is called as energy synthesis cell, okay, in which there is a generation of ATP. There are ribosomes in which you can see they are of two types. Okay, ribosomes, they will have the protein synthesis, and ER, which is called as endoplasmic reticulum, they are of two types, smooth and the rough. The smooth one and the rough one both have the synthesis of secretory proteins and the membrane protein, and also they will have the internal support to the cytoplasm. Now there is a Golgi apparatus, okay, which modifies, sorts and pack the material, and it is also called as a delivery boy. Okay, like it will delivers whatever the synthesis has been made from the endoplasmic reticulum and other organelles, it will deliver to that. There are cilia which is there in the outer cell membrane. Okay, cilia and microvilli, they have the function of the movement. Now as far as the cancer, which we will discuss later, there is a nucleus. Okay, they have nuclear envelope and the nucleolus. What is the function of nucleus? They will control all the cell activities. So it is the most important structure or organelle in the cell. Okay, they will do the metabolic function. Will do protein synthesis, growth, as well as cell division. They will also have storage activity, that is the hereditary information will be there, that is the genes, it will be there in the nucleus, that is they will synthesize RNA, DNA, that are chromosomes in which the genetic imprint will be there. Okay, so this most of them, nucleus, cytoplasm and the cell membrane, they are most important as far as the cancer etiology is concerned. Now the lysosome, they have the digesting, they will help in digestion of the large molecules. Okay, and phagocytic vesicle, they have the same function. Okay, they will store different various substances, and they will maintain the osmotic pressure also. Now there is called as centrosome. They will form the spindle fibers and help in the movement. Okay, now we will go to the next one. Okay, the same thing, organelles, which is I told you, that is cytoplasm is the main one, mitochondria and the nucleus. Okay, now we will talk about the cancer cell. Now the normal cell, when it becomes the cancer cell, how you can say it, that is they will grow and divide at an abnormal rapid rate. They are poorly differentiated, that means they don't have a particular differentiation sequence of differentiation. They have abnormal membrane, it's not like the normal cell. They have abnormal cytoskeletal protein, and as well as the morphology will be different, that we will discuss later. Now this is a diagram which shows the difference between the normal cell and the cancer cell. The normal cell, if you look, they have a particular arrangement. They are dividing, that is metaphase, anaphase, like that. They are dividing in a sequence. Whereas the cancer cell, they are large division and they are just dividing. There is no such any sequence which will be there. They are large variable size nuclei, whereas the normal cells, they have a particular envelope. There is a normal ratio of nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio is normally it is 1 is to 1 or 2 is to 1, whereas in the cancer you can have 3 is to 1 ratio or 4 is to 1. That is, there is increased nuclear cytoplasmic ratio. There is a variation in size and shape. Normally it is round shape, oval shape, according to the function the shape of the cell will be there, but in the cancer there is a variation in size and shape. Now there is a loss of normal cell features. That means if it is a skeletal cell, then they have a particular shape, they have particular nucleus, okay, but if it is a rhabdomyosarcoma or if it is a cancer cell, they will lose their differentiation, they will lose their normal feature. Normally they are organized in a particular manner, but in a cancer cell there is a disorganized arrangement, okay. And whenever there is a benign tumor or whenever there is a normal structure, it will have a particular boundary in which they will lie, okay, whereas in a cancer cell there is a poorly defined tumor boundary. Now if we can say there is a normal cell, there is a connective tissue, and in between there is a basement membrane. Whenever there is a hyperplasia or whenever the tumor will start growing, okay, there is a one cell which will be dysplastic. Dysplastic means abnormal cell will be there in a normal position, okay. So then it will become more and more in number, and finally the basement membrane will become rupture, and this cancer cell will come out. That is called as a metastasis, and that is the stage when it become a cancerous tumor. Now what is the normal definition of neoplasia? So a neoplasm is an abnormal mass of a tissue, the growth of which exceeds and is uncoordinated with that of a normal tissue and persists in a same excessive manner after cessation of stimuli which evoke the change. This is told by the Sir Willis. What it means is that the cell will just divide and divide, even though any causative agent, that is either it is environmental or any virus or any organism or any chemical which causing it, okay, even after that stimuli which has been removed, but still the cell will grow and divide so rapidly that they will lose their differentiation, okay. That is called as a tumor, and the particular mass is called as a tumor. Now the cells can become cancerous. Why? Because there is a damage to the cell DNA, and where there is a cell DNA in the nucleus, okay, so that will not be repaired. After some time, first of all, there is a adaptation. When it will not be adapted, they will not be repaired, and they will go on making that mutated cells, okay, that damaged DNA, and that will cause the cancer, okay. And cancer can be of either it will be slow growing or it can be take decades means it will take years to form cancer. And there is not just single one type of cancer, there are 100 type of cancer, and they have different characteristic, they have different location, also they have different courses, and they will also have different types of treatment, so they are characterized accordingly. Now before we will start what is cancer, we will discuss some of the term which will come across. The first is the metastasis. What is mean by metastasis? That is spread of a malignant tumor. Malignant means which are invasive. That means which will grow from one particular tissue to any other part of the body. Okay, so spread of malignant tumor from one site to another either via blood or lymph. Benign, that is typically refers to those tumors which is incapable of metastasis. That means there will no metastasis and have good clinical outcome, and they are called as a well circumcised. That means they will be there at particular place, they won't go to another organ, okay. Then there is a malignancy or malignant tumor. Those tumors capable of invasive growth or metastasis, often fatal, and it will not treat effectively. Now About benign and malignant, I have just discussed some little. Now, what are the difference between the both? If there is a benign tumor, you can see here the picture in which there is written benign tumor and the cancer in situ. You can see there is a capsule which is formed in the benign tumor, okay, whereas there is a no capsule or no such well circumscription will be there in the cancer cell, okay. The same way you can see there is a, whenever there is a healthy tissue, there is a healthy tissue that is going to benign tumor, that means that particular structure is just having the tumor cells within, and it is well circumscribed, it is not going out of their boundaries, okay. Whereas if there is, and there is a no anaplasia in benign tumor, whereas in malignancy you can see the epithelium here, it is all just one layer epithelium, okay, and there is a healthy tissue, that particular epithelium is been growing and forming a circular mass. Whereas in malignant or in cancer tumor there is anaplasia, okay. You can see there is a 2 to 3 stratification of the epithelium layer, there is a dysplasia or carcinoma in situ, then further they will break the basement membrane, okay, and they are invading the inside of that, that is called as invasion, which is there in the tumor cell. Now we will see about the tabulated form. There is a nuclear variation in size and shape, but it will be minimal in case of benign tumors. In malignant, there is a large variation on often variable in size and shape, and it will be minimal to mark depending upon which type of cancer it will be. Okay, normal it will be diploid in benign tumor. Range of ploidy will be pluripotent, pluripoidy or diploidy depending upon the malignancy. Normally, the benign is low mitotic figure and normal mitosis will be there. But mitosis will be there, but it will of normal type. Where it is abnormal mitosis, okay, and high mitotic figure, low to high, depending on that. Retention of specialization. That means if there is a skeletal muscle, as I told, okay, that will retain their function, though the tumor will be there. But here in malignancy, the structural differentiation shows wide range of changes, or they will not, or they will lose their specialization. That is, the differentiation will be such that the function of the particular cell will not be the same after the cancer, okay. There is an organized arrangement that is not organized. Functional differentiation will be there usually. Here the functional differentiation will be lost. Now, what will happen to either benign tumor or the malignant tumor? Okay, the possibility is the benign, that can be forever, it will be benign, or the benign can, after if the stimulation is on and on, or if any environmental or causative agent will come into play, or if there is a constant irritation, it will cause dysplasia, that is abnormal tissue or abnormal cell will start happening at a normal place, okay. Then benign will either it will be only dysplasia, or benign will come into dysplasia and then will become in situ. In situ means the tumor is now have enlarged, the cancer is now there in particular organ but is not going out, that way is called in situ, means in its place it is there, okay. Then benign dysplasia in situ and can become invasive. Invasive means it become metastasis, or it can cause cancer which is malignant, okay, it is going towards malignance. Or it can be just dysplasia in situ invasive, or if it before only it is in situ and then it is going invasive, or if it पहले से ही उसका invasive है and then again it is going to be invasive later on. Now there are various classification, means classification of tumors depending on which type of tissue or origin they are, okay. Mainly they are epithelial and non-epithelial. Non-epithelial, that is mesenchymal, or either they are made up of one cell type of cell, or they are mixed, or they are multi, okay. So depending on that, if it is a squamous epithelium, then it is called as benign में कहेगा it is squamous cell papilloma, squamous cell carcinoma. If it is a transitional epithelium, it is called as transitional papilloma, and the malignant is called as transitional cell carcinoma, okay. Most of the malignancy they have either carcinoma or the sarcoma, okay. If it is a Neuroectoderm, that is called as nevus and melanoma. If it is a hepatocyte, that is liver cell, it is called as liver cell adenoma or hepatocellular carcinoma. Placenta है तो H mole और choriocarcinoma. If it is a non-epithelial, that is called as a mesenchymal tumors. If it is of adipose tissue, that is a fat cells, okay, it is called as lipoma. If it is a benign, liposarcoma. If it is a malignant, okay. This sarcoma which will be mostly किस में यूज होगा, whenever there is a non-epithelial or mesenchymal tumor, और कार्सिनोमा जब मोस्टली एपिथेलियल वाला हम लेंगे तब, ठीक है. लाइक दैट देयर इज अ स्मूथ मसल विच इज कॉल्ड लियोमायोमा और लियोमायोसार्कोमा. बोन ऑस्टियोमा, ऑस्टियोसार्कोमा. कार्टिलेज कॉन्ट्रोमा, कॉन्ट्रोसार्कोमा. लाइक दैट इट विल गो. Okay, there are many. Lymph vessels, lymphangioma, lymphangiosarcoma. Nerve sheath neurolymphoma or neurofibroma, neurogenic carcinoma. Okay, if it is mixed tumors, if it is salivary gland, it is called as pleomorphic adenoma. If it is a malignant one, it is called as malignant mixed salivary tumor. Tumor more than one germ line. Okay, it is called as totipotent cell. If it is that is called as mature teratoma, and if it is malignant, it is called as immature teratoma. Okay, now I will tell you the events which occurs normally in the cancer. There is a normal cell. Whenever there is a transformation, okay, or whenever there is a causative agent, events will occur. There is a tumor cell. Now the tumor also have different type of variants. Okay, according to the clonal expansion of the surviving variants, they have non-antigenic, invasive, metastatic, and other growth factors will also play into role, and according to that the tumor will progress. Okay, now here you can see I have shown you about the lung and the liver. Normal cell have is there in the lung. Okay, whenever there is single tumor cell, now they will start multiplying. There are 3 doublings, 30 times there is a doubling, and you can say the smallest clinical detectable mass has been there either in the radiography or they have shown. Okay, then again microscopic metastatic, that means the microscopic they are telling it is not gross right now. Microscopic there is a metastasis to another organ. Okay, still there is a doubling or there is a multiplication, and now you can see that the red one which is had been pointed, they have become larger in size, and that metastasis also you can see in the liver, which is the last figure which you can see that there is a metastasis. The tumor which was there originally or primary which is there in the lung, that now has metastasis, that means now it has come to liver. Okay, that is how there is a transformation, or that is how the cancer cell will progress, either by the lymph or by the blood. Now the last topic which we will discuss today, that is about in situ carcinoma. Okay, in situ, that is mean that is it in its place. Okay, so they are the group of abnormal cells. In situ means they are the group of abnormal cells. Now there is a dilemma, there is a controversy whether to call them as a neoplasm or not. Okay, so there is a discrepancy. So that's why they call it carcinoma in situ. Okay, some authors do not classify them as a cancer. Okay, they are potentially will cause cancer. Okay, that's why they are also called as precancerous lesion, or it is also called as a non-invasive form of cancer. Okay, so the both term will be used, either there is a non-invasive form of cancer, pre-cancer, or in situ, or carcinoma in situ. Okay, this abnormal cell grow in their normal place. Okay, that is why it is called as in situ. It is derived from the Latin word that is called as in its place. For example, if we will see, if it is a skin carcinoma in situ in the skin, it is also called as Bowen's disease. There is an accumulation of dysplastic epidermal cell within the epidermis only, that has failed to penetrate the deeper dermis. That means that they have not crossed the basement membrane, but the cancer cell has lodged in to the epidermis. That's why it is called as Bowen disease or in situ carcinoma of skin. Okay, that means they will not form the tumor because the abnormal mass won't be formed, but there is a lesions which will be rather flat. If we will see the skin in the cervix, etc., follows the existing architecture of the organ, that is in the breast, in the lung, that particular organ है उसी का multiplication करके उसमें displace करके उसमें in situ आएगा. Okay, the architecture will be the same. Exceptions, if we will see, then it will be carcinoma in situ of colon, they have polyp, okay, and of bladder there is a pre-invasive papillary cancer, or in breast there is a ductal carcinoma in situ or lobular carcinoma in situ. Now there are many forms of carcinoma in situ and they have high probability of progression into cancer, and therefore removal is recommended. Okay, suppose there is a cancer in this breast, that is ductal carcinoma in situ, usually the surgeon will do mastectomy, okay, or lumpectomy, okay, depending on which type of cancer and how the in situ one is there, and they will remove it, okay, so that the progression of CA won't be there into the cancer. Okay, progression of CIS is known to be highly variable, and not all CIS becomes invasive. It is not necessary that all will become, but the chances will be much more than the dysplasia, metaplasia, etc. Okay, and if there is a TNM in which there is a tumor, node, and metastasis, there is a classification which has been given. Accordingly, the staging of the tumor will be there. So okay, in that the carcinoma in situ is reported as TIS N0 M0. Now if I can see you, जो मैं पहले से बोल रही हूँ, basement membrane, so there is a basement membrane, there is a surface epithelium, and now you can see the stroma of the particular organ, okay, parenchyma of an organ, and there is a one cancerous cell, but it is there in the particular area, that's a particular surface epithelium, and is not crossing the basement membrane. That's why it is called as a in situ component or in situ type of carcinoma. Okay, and after continuous carcinoma in situ that will grow, okay, this has become displaced. See, this is a normal skin, normal one layer है, फिर उसमें there is yellow, orange and blue. The blue one is a cancerous cell, the yellow and the orange one, okay, they are the dysplastic cell. Then they will also gaining, there is a variation in size and shape of the nucleus, then they will become a cancerous in a later particular progression stage. Okay, now here I have one example of the breast only. Okay, the breast have a lobule and a duct. So whenever there is a ductal cells, it is have a particular lumen and the epithelial ductal cell will be there. Okay, so whenever there is a proliferation, there is a dysplasia, there will be increased number of the ductal cell will be there. Okay, and you can see the lumen has become narrowed and the cell has become increased in their size and they are double. There is a stratification. Okay, and you can see also there is a high NC ratio type of cell, there is a irregularity, but it is there only in the duct. That's why it is called as ductal carcinoma in situ. Whereas if you will see the invasive ductal carcinoma, the basement membrane has been ruptured and the particular one cell, if you will see, it is going away. Okay, that means there is a invasiveness, it is going to some another organ, if it will go either by lymph or by the blood. So this is the overview of what is normal cell, what is cancer cell, what is the difference between the benign and the malignant growth, and what is in situ carcinoma. Okay, thank you so much.